Mm-hmm.
You know what that means?
It's 6 on 6 time.
Uh-huh. So, I was thinking about this today. What 6 animals would you wish to be extinct? Animals or creatures?
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a hard one because we don't want animals to go away.
No, but if you really think about it, there's so many that suck.
And there's so many that we could deal without. So, our duty now is to try to think of 3 each.
3 each? No problem at all.
No.
I'll tell you what I could do without. Those damn centipedes in my garage. I hate them damn things. They look like creepy little creatures from Mars.
What about those, like, silverfish things or whatever?
Oh, those are disgusting. They're in your bathtub and squirming around. They look like sperms. Silverfish.
Yeah.
Like, they sound cool,
Yeah.
but they're not.
They live for, like, hundreds of years and, like, lay thousands of eggs a day.
How do you even get those? Yeah.
Coleoptrata. Those things.
When you're like in the bathroom at night getting ready to brush your teeth and you just see one of those on the wall, I mean, it just scares the shit out of you. You're like, ooh, that thing's disgusting.
Why does it still exist? What do they eat?
I've never seen it eat anything.
Like, did it ever eat bread? Like, crawl up on your couch and eat bread? I don't know why you have bread on your couch.
I was eating wings one night and I saw a centipede over there just like having a wing. You would think that millipedes would be worse than centipedes, but no, millipedes are not that gross. I've seen millipedes.
Wait, which one has more legs?
The millipedes, of course.
Yeah.
Million? They got millions. They got millions of fucking legs.
They have a million legs.
But no, like, they don't look that bad because the legs are so tiny, you don't really see them, you know? They're not really that obvious, but like the centipedes, you see their big, ugly legs just coming out.
Muscly, pulsating veins, like, sticking out of the legs.
And they got like that, like, black line down them, like a spine.
First, get those on the list, gone. Okay, do we really need, what are those things? Like wombats or whatever? What are those things that we always run over when we drive?
I hope you're not hitting any wombats.
What are they? Possums or something?
Whoop, hit another wombat. Oh, those wombats are just all over the place. I think, isn't a wombat like some type of half human, half bat? Or is that Batman? That's Batman, never mind.
That's Wombat Man.
Wombat Man, yeah. No, Wombat is the female version of Batman. Wombat? Wombat.
That's right.
Forgot about that. That's why you never hear about a female Batman because they're just wombats.
And we're running them over with our cars.
Right, we're hitting them all. But no, I think you're thinking of possums.
Yeah.
Gross little rodents that they are.
Their eyes that pierce your soul in the night.
They do.
Like, you're driving down the street casually, like, listening to, like, Celine Dion or whatever. And,
all
like,
the time.
and you just see this glare of, like, eyes, and then there's nothing else you can do. Just boom, boom. And you look back and you see the tail, like,
oh.
And the next day you just see bits and parts everywhere, and crows are pecking at it. Who needs it? What do they do? I can't think of one thing that they actually benefit.
They don't benefit us at all. Possums need to go.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
We'll put possums as number 2. Possums, off the list.
And they do like stare into your soul with those evil eyes of theirs.
Yeah.
And you know what? You just reminded me of my second creature I would like to extinct. While we're on the topic of possums, we're not going to make that much of an ecological disaster by eliminating their armored cousin, the armadillo. It's just a freaking possum with armor on it. So, you know, whereas you thought a possum was bad enough, now you've got one with armor.
Give him a spear and you're done.
Give him a spear and you got hell on earth. I mean, you hit an armadillo, it's just going to like curl up and roll around for a little bit and be fine.
It might actually knock your alignment off.
Yeah.
Those things.
Yeah, and then it'll stalk you, it'll follow you home and kill you in your sleep.
With a spear.
Yes.
It knows, it'll jab down right in the throat.
Oh. The armadillos, they get, thankfully they're not I haven't seen an armadillo around here. Aren't they down south in Mexico or something? They're more southern creature.
We'll go with,
Yeah.
with that. Or
I mean-
somewhere in like the zoo.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe there's some in like Arizona or something.
Arizona.
That's fine, but I still don't want them in my country. I mean, they're wonderful creatures. They really are.
Don't get him wrong.
Don't get me wrong.
We
They're
don't-
wonderful creatures. I love them.
Yeah.
I just don't want them in my country.
Yeah. We need to build a armadillo wall.
Right,
Yeah.
to keep them out.
And throw them out.
And if you elect us as your favorite YouTubers, we will keep the armadillos out of this country.
And the possum.
Yes.
Hershey and Burke, 2016.
So think about it.
Crewgasm. Think
Now,
about it.
that takes us to your number 2 creature that you would eliminate. Think hard, because once it's gone, it's gone.
It's gone, yeah. See, I could... this is like a genie here. You have a genie and you have 3 wishes, and they can grant 3 wishes. And you could say, yeah, I'll take this, but then you realize it's not that bad. I was first thinking stink bug, okay?
Oh, yeah. Hate those things.
But you can deal with them. If you have 2 other options to get rid of other things, and that's one you use it on. I was also trying to stay away from the whole bug, Ursidae family.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, we can just agree that we all want to eliminate all bugs. So,
The ones that don't help us. Bees and stuff are good. I mean, they
Right.
are kind of annoying. There's other animals that are on the brink of extinction. You can say, oh, there's an easy pass, like, oh, this white rhino or this whatever. But no, those are cool. Keep those
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
They stomp on things, and they're very neat. Don't buy animal tusks.
no.
I know there's a big movement out there to saying not buying elephant tusks or rhino horns. Tell your friends, tell your family, but who actually, what is made from that stuff that you can buy? I'm going to go to the Poor Mart here and buy, my elephant encrusted jeans. Like, no, there is nothing.
No.
Raccoons.
They steal stuff.
They steal stuff. They bite people. They have rabies. Yeah, they may be furry and fun and they make sounds, but they crawl into your places. Yeah, you want that all the time? They dig into your garbage. Like, that's one less thing. If they were gone, like, you don't have to clean up your garbage that day.
Right. They look like little bandits. Like going into your garbage with their little like black mask on. They got their little black mask and they're just digging around in there. I was camping one time and a freaking raccoon opened up the cooler lid with his little paw. Yes, he took his paw. He used it like a human hand. Opened up the lid, and he was like looking around in there, and he reached in and grabbed my Baconator, folks. He grabbed it, and this little bastard started running off with it, and I started chasing him. He literally took time to unwrap it and take out the lettuce and all the vegetables, and just took all the good stuff. Yeah, thanks a lot, jerk raccoon. Hate those freaking things. Good choice.
Yeah, make a hat out of them. If you have a pet one, I'm sorry for your pet raccoon. Or if you even have a pet wombat or whatever. A pet centipede. Like, we're not here, every other one can go. But like,
Yes.
but it's not a frequent thing for someone to have a pet, any of these things. But we're not trying to harm you and make you feel bad. Because people are so sensitive these days.
That takes me to my number 1 choice that I think everyone can agree on. Alligators. They're vicious. They bite. They should be extinct because they're dinosaurs. I mean, they are basically dinosaurs that swim in the water and bite swimmers. Yeah. So that's my number 1.
There's a few people out there that are probably rolling their eyes and hovering their mouse buttons over the unsubscribe button.
Oh, come on.
I'm going to stand up for you guys on this one. Though I don't want to be bitten by an alligator, or a crocodile for that matter. Wow. There are people out there, yes, that find alligators to be majestical beasts.
Who?
People. Like, people like them, people fancy them, they're a creature, they're just there. They're there to wander and do, they are doing harm, yes, they are, but they're not doing enough harm. Like, I think the statistics for people dying, I think more people get more like electronic cigarette deaths than they have for alligators.
This is true, yes.
But here's the thing. There are people out there that like them, and I'm sticking up for you here. You know why people get bit by an alligator? It's because they stick their arm in an alligator's mouth. Like, no one's swamping around like, just, hey, here I am, oh no, my leg just got bit. I mean, yeah, that does happen here and there, snakes and whatnot, but still.
Okay, my cousin, one-legged Margaret. You remember one-legged Margaret?
She did not need that leg.
She uses a table leg now to get around. And
it's called advancement.
it was completely unprovoked. She was just minding her own business, swimming in the water. All of a sudden, an alligator, oh, hi, I'm prehistoric. Chomp, leg right off.
You don't swim
So
in
you know what?
swamps.
She lives down south, all right?
Yeah.
I do all the time. So one-legged Margaret was minding her own business, and an alligator, which should be extinct, just comes up out of nowhere and chomps her leg off. So I'm impartial to them being extinct. I'm sorry.
Now I'm imagining what you could do with a one-legged girl.
You couldn't play hopscotch, I'll tell you that.
No.
The hopscotch games are terrible with Margaret. But she dances pretty well. You can twirl her.
She's a good dancer, yeah.
She is, yes.
I'm still going to stick up for these guys because there are some people out there that like them.
Okay.
Chances are if you stick your head in an alligator's mouth, you're going home without it.
Are there any you'd like to protect in this world?
Yes. That'll be our next 6.
Of course, yes.
Because I'd like to get to my number 1. Not too many people even know this one exists, so you won't miss it. And I'm pretty sure you can agree with me that we can get rid of it, but a stonefish.
Oh, stonefish. Oh, horrible memories.
Tell me what that stonefish does.
It's a dumb, stupid-looking fish. It's in salt water, so don't worry. You're not going to find it in your swimming pool. You're probably not going to come across it even in your bathtub.
Yeah, the same won't be in your bathtub.
Yeah, but it's a saltwater fish. It's the only fish that won't swim away whenever you go to touch it because it kills you if you touch it. That's how it eats. That's how it makes its living. It kills things that touch it. So, you know, I'm swimming around down in Florida Keys, and there's a stonefish laying at the bottom of the sea floor. And I'm just like, oh, this looks like a dumb, stupid fish that's not swimming away. I went to pet it. Its dorsal fins like stuck up in the air, almost stabbed me. I later found out that I would have been dead. One dead man.
You won't survive the surface if you die.
You will not.
I've seen them on the surface.
On the surface?
While snorkeling.
That's
So
scary.
watch out. They do look like rocks with like, sometimes they have pointy things on them. Just big dumb fish. Yeah, I think they're actually the most deadliest fish in the sea.
That's...
In fact, there's probably a lot of stuff in the sea we could just get rid of and nobody would know.
Probably. Like, what are some other things?
I mean, there's that stuff that lives like 3,000 feet under the water. I mean, I don't want to like get rid of those cool ones with the lanterns on them though.
Oh, those cool ones. I'd like to have those as a pet. Those giant, like, jawfish, whatever they're called.
Lantern fish. Well, actually, that probably is what they're called.
Probably, yeah. Big light in the front, you know, you can just like...
What is that?
Yeah.
And why? Who? Okay. Well, it's probably like, you know, it's kind of like whenever you go to a city and you see the flickering lights, like, ooh, that looks like a nice place to go to. It's like, ladies, girls, okay, whatever, we'll go in there. You go in there and then you get your face chopped off and then someone is wearing your face and then they myrtleize your body and then they pretend to...
Myrtleize.
When they get back to your home and then murder your family and, you know.
That's the purpose of that fish. Yeah, we could probably do without that.
I like it. When are you going to go down that deep and swim in its mouth?
Right, yeah.
That's what I'm relating us to a dark alleyway versus a fish and saying, hey, what's that light? I'm going to go in there. Like, because fish can't see. That's the only thing they see. All they see is the light at the end of the tunnel, and they go into the tunnel and they die.
That probably would, you know, we don't have to worry about that. We're not going to make it down 3,000 feet anytime soon.
But imagine if you had one in a jar.
Now that would be nice.
And you can use it as a light source.
That would be sweet.
Although being all dark and depressed as it always is, that's probably like, too much light in here.
Emo fish. It's an emo fish for sure. You know the bonus creature that I really would like to see get rid of that's disgusting? The lamprey. Oh, have you ever latched onto a lamprey?
Ugh.
Oh man, those things.
If you've never seen what a lamprey is, do yourself a favor and type in lamprey. Actually, I don't know if you want to. It's disgusting. It's like a tube with like teeth.
It's a tube with circular teeth. Lamprey, lamprey. Look it up. And lo and behold, you can Google this too. There's actually lamprey disease, where the lampreys will get into your body and they'll come out through your eyes, and your eyes will become the lamprey mouth. It is a disgusting disease. Look up lamprey disease. You'll see it. It's not pleasant. Had an uncle who succumbed to that.
Oh, Uncle Fish Eyes.
Uncle Fish Eyes, yes, we called him.
Yeah.
Let's just say that Thanksgivings were very awkward.
They were
from
vicious.
that point on out.
Yeah.
He could actually eat through his eyes.
Did they come out like...
They would, like he loved cranberries, on Thanksgiving. They come out and just attach them to the cranberries, start sucking it.
I was eating that Uncle Fish face. Couldn't he grab one chicken bone with his thing and then hold it up and have the other one eat it?
He could, yeah. I mean, it got to the point where he didn't even use his mouth anymore because the lampreys were just out of control, grabbing stuff.
And that's how he died, because he didn't feed himself, he fed his eyes.
Right, yeah. And there's a moral to that story. If you feed only your eyes but not your soul, you will die. Yes.
Write that down.
It's a good lesson.
That's a meme.
Uncle Fish Eyes, though, actually had lamprey disease.
Yeah,
and it was sad.
He was sad.
Yeah.
He was a cool guy.
But
Cool guy.
that's, it's a serious thing. It can go out that way.
You can go it anyway.
Yeah. Now, I mean, later on we'll get to our majestic creatures, and you'll want to stick around for that.